Right now, during the month of April, is a particularly good time in crypto to start capitalizing on airdrops. There's a lot of activity when it comes to this all of a sudden. We did a related video yesterday looking at token releases and unlocks to the tune of nearly $2 billion actually. So check that one out if you haven't already. But on this theme, we're going to keep going here and talk about the airdrops that are upcoming, because the reality is it can actually be kind of hard to keep up with all the opportunities that are out there. There's a lot happening right now, and airdrops are available seemingly left and right, almost everywhere you look. Some of the recent juicy ones were W, JUP, and DYM. But as of this recording, those are done, unfortunately. If you haven't already taken advantage of them, then you've missed your chance, sorry to say. But that being said, we're going to be looking at some new airdrops in this video that I think are definitely worth your attention. As always, use burner wallets, double check the URLs out there, be very wary for scammers. This is your time to be on high alert. Unfortunately, that's just the reality of this situation, right? Because there's so much attention right now, there's this frenzy, this enthusiasm when it comes to crypto airdrops. The crypto scammers that are out there are crawling out of the woodwork right on cue. So just be careful. Best practices are important, and we've streamlined the whole process for you. If you follow our steps in this video, you stand to make a lot of profit. Welcome to the channel. My name is Maddie, and this is Altcoin Buzz. All the best of luck if you choose to invest, if you choose to partake in some of these airdrops. I wish you well. But I'm not a financial or investment advisor, so just remember that this video is not official financial or investment advice. We begin here at number 1 with ReStaking, which is one of the big narratives this year in particular. Let me quickly try to explain what it is so we're all on the same page here. For context, there are 3 forms of staking. So to begin with, we have staking, and this is just where you stake your assets. That means they're locked up, right? You can't use that liquidity anymore. And this represents low to moderate risk, but usually it's on the lower end of the risk spectrum. Then we have liquid staking. This is where you can stake your assets and receive an LST, or a liquid staking token. You can use these LSTs in DeFi and even receive extra rewards. This is slightly higher risk, but there's more liquidity. And the third form of staking is liquid restaking. This is where you can use your LSTs to stake them again. Higher risk, but much more liquidity. So obviously for each option here, there's a difference in liquidity, accessibility in terms of lockups, right? And efficiency. However, with each extra staking step, it also becomes more complex. Restaking protocols are, for example, EtherFi, EigenLayer, Pendle, or Swell. And before you can start restaking, you're going to need LSTs. Here are some platforms where you can get these. So to begin with, we have Stakestone, Lido Finance, Rocket Pool, or Mantle LSP. Now, before you enter a liquid staking or liquid restaking protocol, be sure to do some due diligence, DYOR, do your own research as well. For restaking protocols, be sure to check and compare security. Also, take a look at the list of supported assets and the rewards. And then for liquid staking protocols, be sure you understand the tokenomics. Also, check if there are any regulatory issues that may apply to you and that you ought to be aware of. Okay, moving right along here, let's talk about Solana for a moment, because this is a project that's having a very busy airdrop season this month in April. Lots of projects are starting with their drops very soon, or in some cases, actually, they've already delivered. We have, for example, Wormhole and Zeus Network, which dropped during the first few days of April. Camino, Tensor, Parcel, and Drift. These are due really any time. It's imminent. And the first one here is Jupiter. This is number 2 on our list. You can join their governance platform and stake JUP there. Once you've staked JUP, you can take part in governance voting. For each proposal that you vote on, you qualify for an airdrop. So for example, proposal 2, that gave you an airdrop of 10 Zeus, ZEUS, for every 250 staked JUP. Last week, there was also a third vote. I'm not sure what airdrop you're going to receive for that, but for the months between March and June, there is $50 million in JUP reserved. So you don't receive APY or APR, but airdrops. Another option is to join IO.net. It pools spare GPU computing power, and you have 2 ways to join their airdrop. The first of which is to become a GPU supplier, meaning you would download their software, connect your GPU, and start supplying your GPU. Another option is to join Galaxy and complete their social media tasks. Another very high potential airdrop is for the Backpack wallet. The team already raised $37 million. For this one, you create an account and pass the KYC requirements, right? Know your customer. Download the wallet and set up a new wallet or import an existing account. And then fund your wallet with SOL, S-O-L, and start trading. In general, it's just better to be active in the Solana ecosystem. This is going to optimize your chances. So for example, you may want to buy or sell NFTs on Tensor, shown here. This will also qualify you for the TNSR airdrop. Solana is almost certainly claiming its place among the top airdrop chains, and these are just some of the things you can do to better involve yourself and, again, better optimize your chances at receiving these rewards in the form of airdrops. Today's Altcoin Buzz Spotlight video is sponsored by Secret Network. The Secret Network is crypto's home for decentralized confidential computing. That's where you control your data, and you decide what, when, and how to disclose your data publicly, the way it should be. Protect yourself with decentralized confidential computing from Secret Network today, plus earn over 10% staking rewards on SCRT, all while deciding who gets to see your transactions and other important data. Try Secret Network today and click the link in the description below. At number 3 here, we're looking at the Cosmos ecosystem, which is pretty much the king of airdrops in the crypto space, which of course makes it ultra relevant to a busy airdrop season and begs a closer look in terms of what's currently going on with Cosmos. Let's begin with Ellis, which is an all-in-one DeFi Layer 1 chain. You can join their testnet, you could start testing, get some tokens from their faucet, then start making some swaps. You can use USDC, Atom, or Ellis, ELYS. Stake tokens in the Earn section and choose Simple Staking, then click Liquidity Mining. The idea here is pretty self-explanatory. You use the platform and you provide feedback. With Ellis, you can also complete quests and claim XP points. There are lots of other airdrop opportunities happening right now in the Cosmos ecosystem, including those that are on the way for DYM stakers. Currently, I've counted 8. Just as one example, you can liquid stake various Cosmos coins on Stride. You can also join the Archway Drop Camp campaign. The Nibiru chain claim is live, or how about the meme coin airdrop claims, Hava and Toro? Really, if you're into airdrops, there's never a dull moment if you choose to stake inside the Cosmos ecosystem. My advice is to start by staking Atom, ATOM, then expand your footprint after that into the rest of the ecosystem. The current top staking platform to receive airdrops besides Atom is Dimension, so be sure to keep that in mind. Okay, and last but not least on our list here at number 4, we're looking at Linea. And personally, I expect the Linea airdrop to be pretty sizable because it's backed by Consensus, which, as you probably know, is the same team behind MetaMask. For context here, in just 5 rounds, Consensus already raised $725 million. Linea already had various campaigns that have finished by now, the most recent of which was on Layer 3, the Linea Park Quests. And during every campaign, you can earn LXP. At some stage, once Linea launches its token, you can then swap them for the Linea token. And in April, a new program is going to start. That is the Linea Voyage Surge. And it's the last part of their Voyage series, which is one that is all about bringing liquidity to their ecosystem. And during the surge, you can collect LXPL. This is going to track liquidity on Linea. So get active in the Linea DeFi ecosystem and start depositing liquidity. A minimum deposit of 0.1 ETH or WETH before the surge starts, that's going to give you a booster. That's going to last for 6 months or until they reach $3 billion in TVL. So my recommendation is to get these boosters in place to the extent that you can, and also be sure to follow Linea's social media. That goes for any of the projects that we've talked about today. Follow them on social media. Best of luck, and use those best practices that we talked about.
And so if this market pulls back hard under this level and then consolidates and comes back, we're likely to sell and stall.